In an era that encourages AI slop at every turn, I've been doing my best to cleanse my feed of computer-generated mesh. And in my opinion, there is nothing better than watching reanimated collaborations of shows and cartoons on YouTube. I was first introduced to this concept through an episode of Bob's Burgers titled Brunch Squatch, where Bob begins serving brunch at the restaurant to try and compete with his business rival Jimmy Pesto. The episode aired October 1st, 2017 and featured 62 different animators who each submitted their own versions of scenes from the show in their own styles. I loved this concept. Getting to see different interpretations of scenes in different art styles was fresh to me, and I think it really emphasizes just how big of a creative art form animation can be. Not only that, but sometimes these episodes outperform the original in ways that only reanimated stuff can. People love putting Easter eggs and trying to make their scenes as visually interesting as possible, because this format of animation values the aspect of individuality. Like, look at this scene from the reanimated Gravity Falls pilot.
This attic is amazing! Check out all my splinters!
That's awesome! Every single style has something to offer, and you can really begin to value the differences in animation better. We've come so far from drawings on paper, and I love seeing the creative ways animators have explored different methods. The first ever reanimation collaboration on YouTube is believed to be a reanimated version of the Sailor Moon episode Fractitious Friends, an episode in which the girls and Serena frequently disagree, which leads to tension, further egged on by a villain character. I have never watched Sailor Moon, so sadly I was lost on who characters were a lot. In 2014, the channel Moon Animate Makeup uploaded the video after having worked on it for 10 months. Over 250 artists animated for the episode. The intent was that every artist works on their scene in their own style. The goal intended to be a Frankenstein of styles and mediums that showed off each artist's individual skills and talent. The result was a mix of anime styles, 2D and 3D animation, watercolor backgrounds, and more. Like, literally, I can't, like, there's so many different styles. Like, there's not much for me to say as I'm not the biggest Sailor Moon fan. However, I'm glad it doesn't take itself too seriously. Many artists took the effort to make beautifully drawn scenes of all varieties, but there's a fair share of silliness thrown in that keeps you interested. Of all the reanimated shows that I've watched, I'm just gonna list like my top 3. The reanimated pilot of Milo Murphy's Law, uploaded to YouTube at the channel The Second Dimension, features over 50 animators. The show, created shortly after the hiatus of Phineas and Ferb in 2015, features a boy named Milo Murphy, whose family is inexplicably cursed. Murphy's Law is defined as a supposed law of nature expressed in various humorous popular sayings to the effort that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. In the episode Zack, a new student meets Milo for the first time and experiences his quote-unquote condition firsthand. We follow the two as they survive various freak accidents trying to make it to school, while Melissa bets with the other students over whether or not they'll get to class on time. Zack is upset at first, at some point even asking Milo to stay away from him after they make it to school, but gradually he begins to genuinely enjoy Milo's company, realizing that him and his curse aren't so bad. Let me tell you some of my personal favorite styles in this show. In the theme song, there's a brief section animated like a comic strip. The part right after animates Milo doing a backflip, which he doesn't do in the original. Zack and Milo as club penguins. This part that just uses pictures of the voice actors as puppets. This style is just really cute. Them as Legos. This low-budget sequence. This person animates this character as Phineas because they share the same voice actor. In this scene, they're Muppets. Then shortly after, it's animated really smoothly. Sans is in the bus here. Then right after, Melissa is just an animated head. They're 3D, then they're Legos again. Of all shows, this one probably had the least budget, but that isn't to say it wasn't bad. Many styles in this video are animated on lesser frame rates, or cut animation out of the picture altogether by using props. I think the fans of the show animate this episode in a way that really embodies the styles and humor Weird Al, Dan Povenmire, and Jeff Marsh draw in with their artistic projects. It also happens to be the one with the least amount of views. Go and watch it. In the description of South Park Reanimated The List, it says that the animation took 6 years to complete, features 175 unique animators and 260 individually animated scenes. The episode progresses as such. Butters reveals the girls had a vote between themselves over the order of which boys were most good-looking. The boys plot to steal the list, which leads to one of my favorite scenes in the entire 22-minute episode.
Ow! What'd you do that for? asshole!
Eventually, they grab the list, and it is revealed to us that out of all the boys in the class, even Cartman, the ugliest boy voted last by the girls is Kyle. Now this messes with Kyle's self-esteem, which is funny because originally he was the one advocating that the list was stupid and it didn't even matter. Over the next few days, Kyle becomes upset and insecure, and it leads him to the conclusion that he needs to Jason Dean the school and burn it to the ground. All the while, Stan and Wendy work together to find out why Kyle was voted last. My favorite thing about these shows have to be the utter ridiculousness of the frame changes sometimes. There's this sequence animated by 6 different animators, and I don't even want to explain it, just watch.
1 canister of propane, 6 cans of lighter fluid, 7 gallons of high-octane kerosene, and a box of matches. Okay, is that everything, little boy?
That should just about do it.
Would you like to put this on your true value card today?
And that's just one scene. Countless of these collabs feature moments like this, where the scenes jump from being super silly to super serious or vice versa, and that's something that can really only be done in this style of cartoon. Considering a lot of visual gags revolve around pop culture or memes or Easter eggs, the quote, cut to something completely different mid-scene, end quote, humor is similar to the humor done with that Family Guy meme that was trending last year.
Peter, maybe you shouldn't say anything bad about the network.
Oh, why? What are they gonna do? Cut our budget? I'm gonna go get a beer.
Anyways, I don't want to spoil the ending too much if you haven't seen these episodes yet, so I can encourage you to go watch all these shows after this video is over. I'll put a playlist in the description of all the videos used in this video, but don't leave yet. I still have more to say. Bluey Sleepytime Reanimated features over 100 animators' work. The episode begins with Bingo and Chili having a story time. Bingo tells her mom that she wants to sleep in her own bed that night, and Chili responds with telling her she's always there if Bingo needs, and they say goodnight. Bluey struggles to get to sleep, waking her parents for different reasons. Bingo sleepwalks her way into her parents' bed again and again, all the while dreaming about space. The original version of this episode does its hardest and succeeds to make this the most emotional sequence of scenes ever, and the reanimated version stays true to that despite the changes in style. There are objectively funny moments during the episode, a level of humor not quite shared in the same capacity as the original. While there's no shortness of comedy within even the more emotional and quote-unquote serious episodes, the original Bluey episode had to stay confined to its art style and a set of series of events. Sure, it still followed the sequence of events, but it was shown in a new, creative, and unique way that allowed us to experience tidbits of mixed animation styles in a way that's comfortable and familiar. These YouTube collaborations can offer such a great outlet for young animators who want to experience the collaborative effort of other animators, as well as just a way to creatively execute a project without the same restrictions of working in a team for a show that's cohesive in style. The different styles and mixing of media only shows the unique promise of our future animators to create new forms that will shock the world. Movies like Into the Spider-Verse and The Last Wish wouldn't be as successful as they were if not for the animators who worked together to create a new, unique style that would amaze all of us. And they're not the first to do this. Computer animation and 2D animation have come a long way since its start in the 1900s. In the same year as James Bond, everyone's favorite ornithologist. All in all, reanimated collaborations are, in my opinion, one of the most raw forms of animation. Just a group of people farting around, making stuff they want without any restrictions. It's intended to shine a light on small artists and animators and allow them creative freedom. It also allows people to rewatch classic episodes they've watched in a new light. They're just beautiful clips of animation that I really enjoy, and I think that more people should watch them. Bye! Without the same restrictions of